Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Dolphins will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. This fielded at the 2. And he is knocked down from the side. The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage. It'll make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Play action now, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Fielded just inside the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On play action, they'll throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 47-yard line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And some room to work. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. In motion left goes a tight end. Bulldozes past him. And all in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Three yards to go on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A first down throw for Winston. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play fake. Winston. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And some space here. He knocks him back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. but the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Little motion now from the tight end. On the give, this is their fullback. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Time running out here on the play clock. Jameis to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The slot man in motion right. They go play action. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On play action, Winston. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. A big play there off the option. 48 yards on the ground. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1 yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center that he's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Second and goal from the one. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the one. On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hopping over the top, and he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll drop to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting strong.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Jameis now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out come the Dolphins now. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The play clock's running down. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Launching one for Henderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On second down, Winston again. And the Chiefs are going to get...
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas, and the Bucs swinging back in front in that offensive affair. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Denzel Perryman in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Winston now. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henderson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, He's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.